2022 Blueprint Draft, and I'm your host, the commish OG, man. Y'all know what time it is, man. We are 18 days away from Madden, and the Blueprint is kicking off their draft on where guys will be locked in for non-complete cycles. All right, so I couldn't do the show alone, man. I got a all-star cast with me, man. I got the OG, the bus in the building. What's going on, man?
What's happening, man? We ready?
All right, man. We got the other guy, man. He called himself Mr. Toxic himself. Gav in the building. What's going on, Gav?
Mr. Toxic is here, ladies and gentlemen.
And we got, man, a guy who I have done multiple shows with before, man. My co-hosts have walked the line. Omatic, what's going on, man?
What's good? What's good?
And we got another OG in the building, man, who I'm glad that is jumping on to voice his opinion on where guys is landing. Under 2 rated. What's going on, man?
Hey, what's going on, y'all?
All right, man. So, as y'all can see, this year we did it a little bit different in the Blueprint because we transitioned from being on the PS4, where the league kind of somewhat died down. So we had to do the draft a little bit different this year. We added a little twist in there with guys having to submit a 16-team list, and then it was put into a randomization chart, and then the chart spit out whatever order that the teams that you put in, randomizer just put it out there. So nobody really had, how can I say this? Nobody really had control of where they was going to be landed. They had to just leave it all to faith. So what was your guys' thoughts on the process of this year's draft for the league?
I'll pop it off, man. I liked it, man. A little something different. You know, you're not getting accustomed to going to maybe your typical routine favorite team, dude. So now you can't really run from people in division. So I just love the whole random chaos thing about it. So wherever people land, they just gonna have to shut up and play, dog. So I like this new little switch up to the 5 coming on.
Yeah, I think, you know, fresh console, fresh team, fresh league with a new look. I think it's a good way to get it popping, man. You know, you don't like your team, maybe make some trades. You know, get yourself a good draft class, work in free agency. You know, kind of build into what you want.
Yep.
Yeah, my thoughts on it. I really actually, I like the idea because it kept, in my opinion, I felt like it just kept everything balanced. You know, whereas though we already know how some guys get, they always try to get that little cakewalk each year to try to win a division. So I felt like this right here just had everybody coming into the season with a complete blindfold over their eyes. Like you said, there's no running, so you can't run from no competition, and it helps beef up those new rivalries. Cause boy, when y'all see some of these picks, y'all going to see that it's definitely going to be some fire set under some people's ass in some of these divisions. But we ain't gonna hold y'all up, man. Let's dive into the Madden 22 Blueprint Draft. Kicking off with the number 1 pick, we had Anxiety, and the randomization chart chose to give him with the number 1 overall pick, the Green Bay Packers. Now, Bus, I'm gonna come to you on this one because you are familiar with each team in that division, with you being a homer with the Chicago Bears. Okay, so he come in, even though some people, you know, don't want to be considered cheeseheads this cycle because, you know, the stuff with Aaron Rodgers. However, that doesn't really play a factor because Madden is still going to put him on the game. But he comes in with Mr. 99 himself, Adams. He got a top running back. What's your thoughts on, or advice you could give Anxiety with this first pick with the Green Bay Packers? Is this a bad pick, or would this be considered a good pick?
Well, first of all, I hate the Packers, so it's a fucking bad pick. But, you know, he had no control over that. But, you know, so. But anyway, when you look at the makeup of the team, man, he has a good team. I mean, he comes in with Devontae Adams, who's 99 overall. I think Zadarius Smith was one of the top linebackers on the new ratings that came out. And me and Gab was talking about it earlier, where Aaron Rodgers could be the next person of the 99 club. So picture having 2 99 members on one club. We all know Aaron Rodgers can throw some dots. So, man, even if that wasn't your first pick, you got a great team.
All right, I'm gonna come to you, Gav, because you was a guy who played against, you know, this team last cycle. What's your thoughts and what's your mindset on the Packers? And as far as the approach that anxiety should take with kicking off the season with the Packers.
Man, I'll tell you what, it's not a miss with the first pick because, like Bus said, you got Adams, Rodgers, you got Dillon, and then if you turn to the defensive side, you got Savage, Amos, Kenny Clark is a fucking beast. You got Alexander, so you really got a top 5 team probably with that number 1 pick. So you can't be mad at that, man. But as far as game plan going out, hey, can never go wrong throwing the ball to Adams. Can't go wrong handing it off to Dillon. And that defense, as long as you don't fuck it up, my boy, they gonna play for themselves. So you should be at least in the running for that division. Hopefully. I
feel like you should chime in. I feel like the way that this team is set up, as far as on both sides of the ball, this is a good team. To where out the gate you can compete, no matter what level your stick skills is on. I just feel like out the gate this team has a lot of key pieces to where you can actually compete. And also too with the kicker, with this year Madden throwing in the what is it? I believe the stadium effects. I believe
home field advantage.
Yeah. Everyone knows how that Green Bay crowd. I don't know what the Green Bay has as far as a home field advantage, but I know it's going to be definitely something special. So I'm gonna keep my eye on this one. But moving on to the second pick, you got, of course, my pick, the OG, and the chart decided to give me the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, I don't know if the chart knew that the OG liked to pass the ball, man, but when I seen that pop out, I was smiling from ear to ear. It's always a blessing to get the chance to play with the player that's on the cover of Madden. But when you get somebody that's young like Patrick Mahomes, man, paired with Tyreek Hill, Hardman, Kelsey, I mean, I don't even care about the defense. We gonna try to come out every single week and put up 70 points like the real life Kansas City Chiefs. But I feel like this is a solid pick. On the defense, we do got some holes we gotta fill, but all around solid pick, man. I was happy to see it. I said, dang, they gave me the Chiefs. I couldn't believe it. But what's your thoughts on the second pick in the Madden 22 Blueprint Draft? Anybody could chime in. It don't matter who go first.
Hey, that's all I want to say.
All right, I'm coming to you, old Maddie, man. What's your thoughts on this pick, man, number 2?
Man, well, I played with them a couple times on the PS5 version, and all I gotta say is, man, they got some speed over there. All right, that's a lot of cheese, a lot of speed. I know you referenced the holes on defense, but people are gonna have to outscore you. That's the way I look at it. I'm curious to see how the rest of your division plays out. Especially you get somebody that likes to, jiggle the stick like Under or Bus over there. You might have some problems, but definitely a speedy team.
All right, I'm gonna come to you, man. What's your thoughts on the Kansas City Chiefs coming off the board at number 2? We got Under in the building, man. We lost Under, man.
Under, you still here? All right.
Yeah. I'm here.
There you go.
My bad. Yeah, you got some, man. That's cheese all the way right there. You got two wide receivers that's running everywhere. Streets, posts, you name it, they're running. And then you got that quarterback, Mahomes, that's going to throw the ball 100 yards down to one end zone to the other. It's crazy. Yeah, it's going to be a crazy pick right there.
All right, man. Let's see what the number 3 pick gonna be. And we have that's my thing right here, man. Because I didn't pronounce this guy's name like 30 different ways. So that's y'all guy. How do y'all pronounce this young man's name? Because I'm calling him. I heard him be called Styles. I call him Stilios. Like what? How do y'all pronounce this young man's name, man? Like Bus, Omatic, Gab. Like how do you pronounce this gentleman? Style. Listen.
His government name is Aryan Styles, but we call him Styles.
All right, man. Because alright, we're gonna say that for another day. But alright, with the number 3 pick, we got Styles. Alright, we got Styles coming with the number 3 pick, and this guy actually landed a team that he actually wanted. The randomization machine feels though that he should have the Cincinnati Bengals. Now, what's your thoughts on the Bengals, man? This was a high profile team last draft, due to Joe Burrow being drafted at the quarterback position, do you feel like this team still is considered one of those, how can I say, heavily favored teams to play with in the Madden 22?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you got Burrow, who's a young quarterback, and then they add the SEC connection with Burrow and Chase. So just those two guys themselves, man, makes the Bengals a very attractive team. You know what I'm saying? And then they got some other youngsters at the wide receiver position. Joe Mixon. They got the new uniforms, so they're gonna be looking pretty out there in the jungle. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, great team right here. Now whether the owner can do something with them, I don't know, but we gonna see.
All right, now I'm gonna come to you, Gav, on this one. Is the pressure on for Styles to make these Cincinnati Bengals a heavily favorite in the North, the one that to compete for the division every year?
To be honest with you, man, I think this put a little pressure on him because if you know Arian Styles, as I call him, he's a Pittsburgh fan. So the fact that he gonna have to tussle against his own team twice in the division, on top of playing Lamar and the Browns, he gonna have a challenge for him. So I definitely expect him to be one of the top users with that team. But it's definitely gonna be a challenge for him. Hey, White Styles, screw the Arian. You got a challenge on your hands, my boy. Don't come in last.
Man, I come in last. But moving on to the number 4th pick, we had Jay Beasley, and the randomization chart decided to give him the Atlanta Falcons. Now, can I say that the Atlanta Falcons is probably one of the most, outside of Pitts, okay, we understand they got the nice little pretty little beautiful tight end over there, but outside of that, can I say that, and I'm pretty sure some going to agree, some going to disagree, that the Falcons is the worst team to try to land yourself at to play with in Madden 22, or do you guys disagree with that one? Or do you feel like this is a solid pick?
And Falcons are cheeks.
Hold on, Randy. Hold on. See,
hey,
the thing is, listen.
50 inches of cheeks. God dang it.
Listen, the thing is, we just so used to the Falcons probably not having a great user. But think about it though, man. You got Ridley. You got the tight end.
Pause.
You gonna have to pause. You're gonna have to worry about quarterback down the road, but that's all right. Defense, you got some young corners. You got good pieces to build around. Are they the worst? I don't know. Like, you can't say Grady Jarrett, Ridley, and Pitts on a team. Even though Matt Ryan is ass, and Matt Ryan, you can't say that team is the worst.
I mean, you can't say it's the worst, but the only reason I would pick that team would be basically because of Pitts. That's it. Just to be able to play with him. I mean, because I personally, and once again, me and Gab was talking about it earlier, I think Pitts should come out as an X factor. So, I mean, 91 speed tight end, bro. Come on, man. I'm throwing to him every time. You just got to stop it.
Every time. Facts.
I'm going to be honest, man. I think... Alright. The reason why I won't say that they're the worst team, because outside of the Bucks, you know, with that stacked Tampa Bay Buccaneers team, I feel like the Falcons still have some solid pieces, you know. But once again, it depends on the user, and this is the new guy, I believe it. I haven't seen, you know, on the playing field yet, so I'm looking to see what he can do with the Falcons, man. Hopefully this doesn't be a shit stop, and hopefully, man, he rise them Falcons, as they say, rise up above the smoke, the dust, or whatever else out there, because boy, I tell you, there's a lot of shit floating around out there. But moving on to the number 5th pick, we got Rambo, and the randomization chart decided to give him the Baltimore Ravens. Now, I feel like this right here is the first, outside of the Chiefs, you know, my Kansas City Chiefs, I feel like this is the first top tier team off of the board right here, because you got, of course, that man, Mr. Lamar Jackson, Superman himself. You got that stacked Baltimore Ravens defense. You got Marquise, Mr. Hollywood Brown. And it's just so much gold out there in Baltimore. But what's your guys' thoughts on the Ravens coming off the board at number 5?
Man, I mean, just having Lamar out there is a threat. You know what I'm saying? No matter who he throwing it to, I mean, you gotta respect his legs. You know what I'm saying? So he can, at any time, he can just take off, and he can throw it as well. So you got Hollywood who can stretch the field, and then you got the Ricky Bateman out there. The Dobbins at the running back. The O line is solid. Defense is solid. So unless you just a terrible, or how my man Chuck said, terrible user, then you should be getting at least 6-7 wins, bro. Probably, well, I ain't gonna say winning the division because you got Styles over there. He might make some noise, but I mean the Ravens is a good team, bro.
Wait, you saying that you should get 6 or 7 wins with the Ravens? That's it? You only put it at 6 or 7?
That's if you a good. That's if you a bad owner, man.
Okay.
Now, if you good, you need to be getting 11, 12.
With a bad owner like Elbow, he was able to get to the playoffs, man. Come on,
Yeah.
man.
Oh, come on, man.
All right, I'm with y'all. I'm just stamping a lot of this stuff down because it come the end of the season, man. What my man be doing on inside the NBA when he be putting his little sticky notes up? I'm just jotting some things down so that when we revisit this at the end of the season, some fire could be starting to come up people's asses. But I'm gonna come to you, Gab. What's your thoughts on Rambo getting is anybody familiar with the way Rambo play? Have anybody played with him in the previous lead or?
Rambo is not like the Rambo you see on the movie. This young man getting killed every time.
Hold up, wait. I believe South Park did a skit on Rambo. Is he like that type Rambo? He not the Steven. What's my man name?
Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah, he not like the Stallone. Rambo.
Bro.
Oh, damn.
Listen, OG. Now Rambo is somebody who comes from the Sweets lineage, but he's like, hey, sorry Rambo, but he's like the retarded cousin, so he ain't got nothing.
Sweets, all these illegitimate children running around.
Oh, Sweets, man, get your kids, man, get your kids. Oh shit, Rambo, listen, man, look, Rambo, look, listen, with a name like that, I said it when the picks came out. I'm looking for you to come out there with the machine gun shooting. I got high hopes for you, man. So I'm tuned in. I think you're gonna prove these guys wrong, man. But Sweets, man, get your kids, man, get your kids. Coming in at the number 6 pick, we got the host, one of the co-hosts, Omatic. And the randomization chart decided to give him the Chicago Bears. Now I'm coming right to you. I'm pulling up to the bus stop, truck loaded, and I want to know what's your thoughts, man. What is your thoughts? The bus on Omatic getting your home team, Chicago Bears, man, for the Man 22 cycle.
I mean, my man Randy got a good team. I mean, he got Justin Fields. We don't know his attributes yet, but they've already said he's a 74 overall.
Okay.
I think he's gonna be fast as well. So, man, I think the first thing Randy gonna have to do is really start rebuilding from the jump because the Bears cap hit is just totally messed up. I don't really think he got $1 over there, man. So,
damn, that broke over there in Chicago.
they broke, man. You can't even go buy a deep dish pizza.
Damn.
Down there. So. Yeah, but Randy should do pretty good with them boys, man. Nice defense. Mac is a 96 overall. He's gonna bring the pressure. But after that first season, man, you got some decision to make. So we'll see what's up, man. I mean, but then he's playing. I've never seen Anxiety play, but I mean, he got the Packers, so we're gonna see what's up, man.
I'm ready to set some fire in the booth. Omatic, what's going on? Is you still be yourself the king of this division, man, or what's going on?
Look, man, we looking to turn the Bears back to their glory days back in '85 before Gav's mom became a hoe. We taking that division. We're gonna break the trend of these Ohio State quarterbacks sucking. We're gonna make Fields into a Hall of Famer, man.
All right, that was
Bears.
That was the version, man. But now coming in at the number 7 pick. We got Gav, Mr. Toxin himself, and the randomization chart decided to give him the Jacksonville Jaguars, which was one of the most high-profile teams coming into this draft, man. Everybody, all right, I'm gonna come to you under on this one.
I'm calling for
no, man, dang,
that's all I got. I'm calling for a repeat.
We got a couple Clemson guys in the building, but was Trevor Lawrence like this dude was like he had the hype of Zion, like yo, everybody was like, I want the Jags. I never seen so many users want to play with a team due to one player. That was ridiculous. Like everyone list that came in, the Jags. I said, God damn. I feel bad because majority of the guys wanted the Jacksonville Jaguars. But how much of an impact did Trevor Lawrence? How much of the impact is Trevor Lawrence causing a lot of guys to shift themselves and want to play with the Jacksonville Jaguars? Like I said, now we got a couple Clemson guys in the building. I don't care who go first, but I just want to know your thoughts on it, man. Like, what type of impact is this guy causing to make guys want to levitate to the Jacksonville Jaguars this cycle?
Go ahead, Randy. You a Clemson fan?
Boy,
I think we lost O'Malley, man. I think we lost him.
Hey, I don't even think it's Trevor Lawrence. I mean, this is a young team.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like, this team is so young. You got young pieces everywhere. You got a quarterback. You got a running back.
Two running backs.
back. You got,
That's young.
yeah, the corner. They're all young. It's just a young team, man. You can do whatever you want with it, pretty much.
Yes, sir.
But now I understand it's a young team, but you're not hearing guys mention that. It's just what's my man name off of Remember the Titans? Sunshine.
Sunshine.
Sunshine. It's like everybody.
I mean, bro, Sunshine was number one pick
Mm-hmm.
while he was still at Clemson, man. I mean, they had already given him the number one pick while he was at Clemson, saying, "Hey, so it comes out, he's the number one pick." I mean, and then when you look at the ratings, he's, like I said, they didn't show attributes yet, but he's the second highest overall rookie behind Pitts. So you're looking at another possible X factor in Trevor Lawrence.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So you got your quarterback for pretty much the whole cycle. You know what I'm saying?
Now, Gab, I understand you've been, in the background quiet because you smiling from ear to ear. What's your thoughts, man, on landing the team that you had high up on your board?
Oh man, Jacksonville is a good team. I will say that. Had them last year, so I got to experience the young team. Pause. We didn't have a quarterback. Glad to have Trevor Lawrence. He's definitely going to be a game changer. But to be honest with you, with the ratings coming out, he wasn't even a big factor to me. I was really thinking of man, depending on how fast they make Etienne, I think it's really going to depend on how that offense is going to go. And they gave that motherfucker 92 speed. So guess what? Now you got to stop him running the ball. You got to stop DJ Chark on the outside. And you got to stop Jones. And you got to stop Chanel. I'm giving y'all ass motherfucker hell.
All right, y'all. Y'all hear what he's saying? Is he stamping himself as the champ for the season?
The division is a wrap.
Oh,
the conference pretty sure damn not much is a wrap. So it depends on what happened in the NFC. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh shit, AFC, man, we gotta come out with some smoke already, man. Coming in with the number 8 pick, we got Super KJ 2120, and his pick is the Buffalo Bills. This right here is another team that I felt like was on a lot of guys' draft charts, and this Buffalo Bills team is stacked. They're stacked on both sides. They're young, and by far, in my opinion, I feel like they're the most solidest team out there in the AFC East. So, what's your guys' thoughts on the Bills coming off the board at number 8?
Great team, dog. Got a quarterback. You got Allen. You got 2 running backs in Singletary and Zach Moss. You got one of the best tight ends with Knox. Can't go wrong with Diggs on the outside. Defense is loaded. One of the top corners in the game, Tre'Davious White.
Yeah.
You got Ed Oliver. You got Edmonds at linebacker. I mean, you got Hyde at safety. That probably, to be honest with you, is one of the most stacked teams, top to bottom. If you look at it, they got good offensive line. There's not much that you have to honestly go in that team looking and say, what can I add or rebuild to it? They're pretty much set. So I'll probably say he has one of the most complete teams and should make some noise until he got to play them Jazz because we busting that ass, my boy.
All right, Bush, what's your thoughts, man, on the Bills coming off the board at number 8?
And Bills is a good team. The only thing that I would recommend, as soon as we are allowed, cut Mitchell Trubisky because he is garbage. Even though he's a backup, cut him anyway and get you another backup. But man, the Bills are solid, bro. I mean, there's really not one position on there I can be like, dang, I need to replace this, or I need to get rid of him. It's a very solid team, bro. Very solid team.
I feel like the pressure is on Super KJ, man, because by far I'm just stamping it. This is my heavily favorite team to win that division out there. So I want to see what he's going to be able to do with this team. But moving on, coming in with the 9th pick, it's Eric, yo, and the team that was selected for him was the Carolina Panthers. Now this team right here, man, is one of those kind of confused teams, because they got a little bit of everything. You got a little bit of youth out there. You got some aging players. You got some holes to fill. So I'm gonna come to you on this one, Omatic. What's the first thing that it's Eric? Because he got White Lightning out there. We already know that. He got White Lightning, which I feel like EA fucked up big time this year about giving him the number 1 overall running back slot when they got that man, Mr. Derrick Henry, or Mr. Iron Man Hand that the bus nicknamed him himself, who was balling out for 2 seasons straight. So I don't understand that. But he got White Lightning out there. Do you feel like he should continue to build around White Lightning? Because he do got some speedsters out there at the wide receiver position. But what do you think is Ariel's approach should be coming into jumping off the season with the Carolina Panthers?
Man, I think he's got to determine what type of team he wants to build. You know, They got away from Bridgewater. They got Darnold back there. I don't know what kind of ratings he's going to get. You know, he didn't really have a successful career in New York. So I think for me, you got to address that quarterback position first and foremost, because McCaffrey's only going to get you so far, especially if guys are keying in the box, you know, putting 8 in there, stopping that run. What are you going to do? All right. And don't forget, they lost that receiver to the football team. So he's definitely got, you know, some positions there that he's got to build up.
All right, man. Hopefully it's Eric, yo, continue the ball out. I believe he had the Panthers last cycle, so he should know that team real well. But moving on with the number 10 pick, we got Made to Shine, and the team, the team that was selected for him was the Los Angeles Rams. Now, this team right here is scary good. With them adding, I'm not gonna say he's an improvement from Goff, but I feel like fuck the offense. We gonna talk defense, okay? Because I feel like this team with the right user and with a name like Nate Deshaun, you got my eyebrows and my antennas up a little bit. So I'm hoping that you can, you know, get this Rams. Don't let this Rams team be a waste. But this team is scary good, man. I'm coming right to you, Bus. Because the way that you was hit sticking motherfuckers all Madden 21 cycle, you a defense, you're a defense kind of guy. And this team, I feel like, is built off the structure that you had with the Washington football team, with a solid rushing attack and a solid defense. So do you feel like with that man, Mr. 99 himself, Aaron Donald, Jalen Ramsey, and that sturdy running back core, do you feel like this is enough to put this Rams team in the best position to compete with not division crown, not a playoff slot, but Super Bowl? Like, should Made to Shine mindset be automatic Super Bowl contention with this Los Angeles Rams team?
I'm not gonna say automatic Super Bowl contention.
Okay.
I mean, because, and I'm just looking at the other teams that's in the division, but I mean, the Rams are solid, man. I mean, anytime you have a guy like Don on your team who can, you know, rush the passer from playing the DT spot, the DN spot, and not even get to the passer, but just his presence will make the quarterback throw, you know, errant throws. I mean, that itself is great. And then when you look on the back end of the defense, you got a guy like Ramsey, you got Hill back there, you got Leonard Floyd, you know, who seems to come into his zone with the Rams now.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good team. You know what I'm saying? Good team.
All right, Made to Shine, man. The pressure is definitely, I feel like the pressure is on you. I'm putting that shit on you. I'm putting the weight of the world on a motherfucker's shoulder. You got a solid team. Your ass better be competing for a banner. Nothing more, nothing less. But we're going to dive into a quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
It's your boy Expert, and I want to let y'all know the Dynasty High Stakes Draft has been set for August 14th at 3 p.m. Eastern over on the DML Network. The fellas in the Dynasty are battling right now during the high stakes season, trying to find out who will get that number 1 overall pick for the Madden 22 draft. Will the bus go back to Chicago, or does he stick in Washington for another year? Can Sweets 99 resurrect the New England Patriots? And where does the commish Nasty Noob go for Madden 22? You do not want to miss this. I will be hosting on the DML Network, and we will be giving away PlayStation and Xbox cards live in the chat. Make sure you're in the place to be. August 14th, 3 p.m. Eastern on the DML Network. On behalf of the Dynasty, it's your boy Expert, and I'm out.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, yes, August the 14th. You need to mark it on your calendar. You need to let the wife know. Listen, take the kids out, get some cold beer, do whatever you got to do. Make sure your ass is locked into YouTube, the DML Network channel, because it's going down August 14th. We're doing a giveaway, and the DML will be kicking off their live Madden 22 draft. I'm telling y'all, if y'all didn't see the draft last year, y'all ass need to go to YouTube right now. First of all, subscribe to the DML Network. Then you need to see each year, each draft, and see how we have stepped it up each goddamn year. I don't feel like there's no one out there competing with us. So once again, you need to make sure August 14th you are in the fucking building and you see that goddamn live draft, because it's going down. And I want to know who the bus is going to pick with the number 1 pick, because they saying that supposedly, man, they saying they supposed to be going back to Chicago, but you know that Brinch truck backed up last year, and it's a lot of people out there that's gunning for him, man, and ready to drop that top dollar. So make sure y'all in the building to see who will be going with the number 1 overall pick. The pressure is on for the bus. All right, moving on, y'all. We got number 11, the pick, and his name is Mr. Smoke Capone, and the chart decided to give him the Tennessee Titans. Okay, let's talk Titans football. All right, they got Mr. Julio Jones, to add with AJ Brown. You got, we ain't even gonna call him Derrick Henry no more. All right, the Bucs have given him a new nickname. We gonna call him Iron Man Hand, because that motherfucker, the way he be stiff arming people and just throwing people around like they're his children, it's a crime. But I'm gonna come to you on this one, Gav. What's your thoughts about the Tennessee Titans and the structure that they have built around Derrick Henry, having a solid rushing attack with also now a solid passing attack, bringing in Julio Jones?
Oof, the offense definitely gets a little bit more enticing with Julio and Henry there, and other old boy on the outside, man. I like that team. Now, obviously, do you trust Tannehill? I don't know if it's Tannehill we trust. Down the line, you might be able to get away 1 or 2 seasons, but you definitely gonna have to start thinking what I'm gonna start doing at quarterback. And they got a pretty solid defense, man. Some older dudes that you probably have to get rid of in the long term, but for the most part, you got a really solid team with a very, very explosive offense if you can get that ball to the key people that they need to get to. So you should have some fun with Julio for about 2-3 years, because that motherfucker gonna retire. And Derrick Henry gonna be a beast, so have fun with him. Just add some pieces around him and run that ball. Don't lose that identity, that's for sure.
All I'm gonna say is this right here, Smoke Capone. You are in the division when it comes as far as, you know, rating wise, you have the by far the best team. So please don't be smoking mirrors, man. Let's see. Just make sure, man, you don't waste Derrick Henry, man, because it gets sad, and it saddens my heart when I see users get certain teams, man. They just be like, "Dang, what the fuck happened to Derrick Henry?" Oh no, nothing, man. He just on the back of a milk cart. You know, he's been missing for multiple seasons. So just, you know, come out, man, and just stick to what works, man. What works. And Derrick Henry, Mr. Iron Man Hand himself, is the guy to go to. Moving on with the number 12 pick, we got under 2 rated, and the chart decided to give him the Cleveland Browns. Under, man, under. I just got one question, man. One question.
What's that?
Do you want your offense to come on the field, man, when you got Clowney paired with Myles Garrett, you got Greedy, you got Denzel? Like, what are you more excited to play with? Are you more excited to play with the offense or the defense, man? Because this team right here, man, I feel like this is going to be a team that's going to drop down a lot of people's team draft boards. But this is a team that, out the gate, can definitely put your name up in the rafters, man. So what's your thoughts on the Browns, man?
Hey, I'm excited about this. I'm a defensive guy, so to have that type of defense and guys come out the edge. I mean, we even got Garrett, got Clowney, got Pat McKinney. Man, it's a blessing.
This highway robbery, man. This is highway robbery.
Won't he do it?
Then we got the back, you know, on the back end, man. Hey, this is what I need right here.
This it's no pressure. Like, yo, after after coming off of play. I'm not gonna say by far one of the worst. What's the name's of Madden, but this is a team that is like a therapeutic team. You just come out and just be like, you know what? I'm gonna throw the chips wherever they shall land. We got a nice offense. We got Chubb back there running the ball. We got Odell Beckham. We got a good tight end, and we got the defense that just to keep us in each game. Man, you blessed. That's all I'm gonna say. You blessed. In my DJ Khaled voice, man, you blessed. All right, you blessed. But moving on.
2 words: hit power. That's all we looking.
Oh shit! Damn! Oh my god! I mean, we got the king of. You can't say hit power with the king of the hit stick on the show, man. Hey, you about to get him fired up, man. He about to start hitting hit sticking people. We ain't even start the damn cycle yet. Sorry, man. All right, man. All right, moving on, man. With the number 13 pick, we got Bino coming in, and it's gonna be a funny one, right? We got Bino coming in, man. The chart decided to give him the Raiders, man, the Las Vegas Raiders. Now, somebody about to catch some smoke because I know he gonna be referenced a lot to this team. But what's your thoughts on a user like Bino getting the Las Vegas Raiders, man?
Don't be H-Bo, nigga. You gotta do better than H-Bo, my boy. You got to.
Bino, you don't even understand how much the pressure is on you already, man. Like, soon when they told you you was gonna be taking over the organization, they was probably tossing H-Bo shit out somewhere. I mean, I don't know. They probably was tossing it out as you was walking through the front office door, but the pressure is on, man. You got a solid team. I feel like you got a solid team that's dangerous with that guy Henry Ruggs, man. All I gotta say is this, and I'm gonna let y'all talk about it. Please, man, please get that tight end involved, cause it was so sad seeing that superstar, big, fast ass, freak of a nature tight end just be wasted. He just got wasted. He just was like, go out there, suit up, Henry Ruggs, you go to fuck deep, we gonna throw the ball to you 77 times out of the game. All right, so just that's just my thought, man. Just get that tight end involved, please. But Bus, what's your thoughts, man? Come on, chime in. The black hole, man. You think the black hole can be, rejuvenated, man, and make some noise this cycle, or you feel like you gonna take some lessons from H-Bo and just fall victim down to the wayside?
I mean, Bino. Hold on a second.
It's like the bus making the transaction. Hold on, y'all. He be right back. So I'm gonna come to you, Gab, man. Gab, what's your thoughts on Bino taking those Raiders over?
I'll say this, man. Offensively, you got one of the fastest receivers
Hold on,
in
man.
the game.
I'm back.
He back, man. That was a quick transaction. He's back.
Hey, man. All right. So,
My bad, champ.
Hey, in regards to Bino, man, Bino is a lot better than H-Bo. So I think we all don't expect him to be that bad. I mean, he got weapons, man. You got Carr, you got Ruggs who can run around the earth and back. You know what I'm saying? You got a good, strong run game with Jacobs. So I expect him to compete.
Okay.
How many times he make the playoffs, I don't know, but he'll do better than Elbow.
Okay, all right. So you ain't got no pressure. We gonna see. All right, so moving on to the number 14th pick, we got the OG Taz coming in, and the chart decided to give him the New York Jets. Now, I ain't got too much to say about the Jets, man. I'm gonna let y'all chop this one up because I don't know. I don't know nothing about New York. I don't want to know nothing about New York. I'm good. So I'm gonna let y'all chop this one up. What's your thoughts when the Jets come off the board at number 14?
Not a bad team, dog. They gave Zach Wilson hella love, 94 throw power, 83 speeds. You gonna have a good quarterback to ride out the duration. Elijah Moore, also rookie receiver, they gave had nice little stats, 92 speed, good change of direction, good route running. So he got some good pieces. He got Mims out there. He got fast receivers on top of that. Defensively, you're gonna have to build a little bit now. That's probably the one area you probably have to work on. D-line, you got Williams. You ain't got nothing else other than that. You're gonna get CJ Mosley back at the linebacker position. Nothing else really other than that. And you got Marcus Mays in the secondary. Nothing really other than that. But I will say the highlight to that team that I think Taz will like, they got 2 first-round picks and 2 second-round picks coming up in that first draft. So you can definitely build a little bit with the upcoming draft picks that that team has. But not a bad team at all to start off with.
Okay, so now let me ask y'all this. Do you feel like guys levitate more to picks, teams that's loaded with draft picks, or teams that's loaded with already stacked talent? Or you think it's a 50-50 thing?
I'd probably say it depends on the dude. Me personally, man, I like to rip teams apart and build them up as fast as possible to make them my own unique touch. Other dudes want to get a Baltimore Ravens team or a Chiefs team or a Browns team, one of them teams that are set, Bills teams that you ain't got to do much in this, just go out and play. So, I mean, it's all personal preference, I think.
Okay. All right, moving on, man, to the number 15 pick. We had Sturdy Rice, and this guy, he's been real busy, so he had a chance to get his pick in. So he's definitely on the clock. But however, we have to move on. Coming into the number 16 pick, we got Mr. White, and the chart decided to give him the Denver Broncos. Now, the Denver Broncos, man, I'm gonna give you some friendly advice, Mr. White. If you're listening, you need to hit up a guy by the name of Sweets, because he can draw you up the blueprint or whatever, a map to make this team as successful as you can. Because I'm telling you, this team is loaded with young, good talent. You just got to figure out how to make it gel. But this is one of my division mates, so hopefully he don't, because I'm trying to rip his damn head off every single week. But what's your thoughts, man, on the Broncos coming off the board at number 16?
I think that's a good spot for them. They're a younger team, solid. You still got, Von Miller there on the other side, along with Chubb. But I think the key here again is going to be what does he do at the quarterback position. In Sweets, he was able to develop that quarterback, turn him into an X Factor. But what is Mr. White going to be doing? You're going to have to put down that Russian porn and focus on that a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
He said, put down a fucking You watching Russian porn, man?
Boy, somebody boo Randy out this damn van.
Y'all better tell Randy what y'all doing in y'all spare time, man. You talking about Russian porn?
Boy.
Yo, keep your goddamn secrets to yourself, man. Whenever y'all come in the chat, you should might be muted, alright? Damn. Randy listening, man. You listening. Alright, coming in, man, with the number 17 pick. We got Retro Rob, man, and the chart decided to give him the Super Bowl, the other goat, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now with the Bucks coming off of the board, all right, let's just talk about a little bit about this division real fast. We got Isyo Eric taking over the Panthers. We got hold on, my fault, y'all. We got Isyo Eric taking over the Panthers. We got JBD taking over the Falcons, and we got Retro Rob squeezing in with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Dude, is the once again, I'm applying pressure. I want to see if pressure gonna make these motherfuckers pipes bust. Is Retro Rob the heavily favorite with him having Mr. Tom Brady himself that stacked across the board Tampa Bay Buccaneers team? Is he heavily favored? All right, now, Bust, don't get excited, Bust. I don't want you to start his sticking motherfuckers. But is he the heavily favorite to win the season for the Blueprint Man 22 season? Right out the gate.
Mm.
You heard it from the champ. He said,
I don't know, man. I think my man Randy gonna win it with them Bears.
Damn, the pressure on.
I'm putting the pressure on White Randy, man.
White Randy ain't even gonna win his division. You talking about some man? Get out of here.
Disrespect.
Yeah, what you think? What do you think?
Out of them three that he just named, I'm gonna go with probably. I have no clue, man. Give me Jay Beasley and the Falcons. I'm gonna go with the.
What the fuck? Hold on. Gab being too toxic now. Come on, man. You being too fucking toxic.
I'm gonna go with the Falcons, man.
The
man,
Falcons.
I mean, Eric Squire boy, he ain't winning more than 4 games.
Damn.
The Tampa Bay Bucks. He's probably gonna try to throw the ball deep to Evans a lot, get that shit picked off. So you probably gonna be poo-poo cheese. I think the dude that got the worst team probably gonna win the division, but that's just me.
Hell no. No, the fuck he ain't. I don't give a fuck. They brought Julio Jones himself back. Fuck shit. Listen, Retro Rob, if you listening to this damn show, alright? Bruh, listen. Okay, we all know how sometimes how EA tends to get, and they seem to let, those cover players get away with a lot of shit. You got Tom goddamn Brady, who goddamn I done lost track of his goddamn age, alright? I think he's the same age as my damn grandma.
55.
Shit. Cause my grandma was cheering for him the other day, and I thought, I don't know what the fuck going on. And just put it like that. Alright, but what I'm telling you, man, is this right here. If you lose this damn division, okay, to the goddamn Atlanta Falcons, bruh, we gonna have a private conversation in your DM, because we gonna figure this shit out. Bruh, you need to ball the fuck out. Alright, ball out. I got you favored to be there, man, at least in the NFC Championship, at least, because the talent. I feel like the talent right now is heavily shifting to the AFC. So I feel like right now the NFC, and I'm saying the NFC is a cakewalk. That's how I feel like it. So if y'all got a problem, man, show me. But moving on, man, to the number 18th pick, we have AJ coming in, and the chart decided to give him the Washington football team. Now, Bus, I'm gonna come to you, man.
Yeah.
I was surprised to see. Me and AJ gotta have a conversation, man, because he said he bleed green, but I'm starting to think, man, it's a little lime green, mixture in there. I don't think he bleed that dark eagle green. But I was surprised to see him have the Washington football team so high up on his list. Do you think guys, man, just say forget that home team stuff, man? They just trying to come out and compete, or what's your thoughts?
Well, I'm just gonna speak from my own personal experience. I mean, I'm a huge Bears fan, man, but I can tell you what, when I went to another team, I had so much fun. I wasn't tied to no player. You know what I'm saying? My feelings wasn't into the team. I could just roam free. You know what I'm saying? But then when you're looking at the WFT, the team defensively, the team is stacked, bro. Like every position. You got my man Chase Young, Sweat, Allen, Deron Payne, Holcomb. Man, they got the young buck, the young Fuller guy, and I think they just got William Jackson. They drafted Big Davis from Kentucky. So if you're a defensive minded guy, this is your team. Even offensively, they're one of the top teams with McLaren, Samuel. You got Gibson in the backfield. So I mean, it's a team that's ready to win right now.
All right, man. So AJ, you heard it from the Bus, man. He broke it down perfectly for you, and this guy was able to put the Washington football team in the rafters multiple times. So, like I told Mr. White, man, if you want some friendly advice, man, put your pride aside, slide in the Bus DM, man, and just figure out, man, because that fucking running back still haunt me, man. What the fuck was his name? Oh, so good, man. That motherfucker, man. That motherfucker there. Alright, man, moving on, man, to the 19th pick. We got the game 28 coming in, and the chart decided to give him the Pittsburgh Steelers. Omatic, talk to me, man. Your Steelers come off the board, man. What's your thoughts? Is this the worst team in Madden, with Big Ben with his clock falling apart? Juju, Smith-Schuster, you got, holes on the defense side of the ball. Talk to me about your Steelers, man.
I mean, this is definitely one of those teams that you're going to get to make your own. As far as the worst team, I definitely think they ain't worse than the Patriots, than the Texans. You got Najee. They gave him some love. You don't have 85 speed like everybody thought. You got Mink back there in the secondary. You got that man, TJ Watt. You still got Cam on the defensive line. And you got tons of weapons at receiver and tight end. You know, you got to build up the O-line. You got to get you some corners and a quarterback. But, you know, you can kind of build this team into what you want. There's a lot of young talent there. And then next year, after this first season, they're going to have a ton of cap room. So definitely a team that you can build.
All right. Well, the game 28, man. Y'all getting all type of free chicken on this show right here. Moving on to the 20th pick, we have Rashard Teller, and the chart decided to give him the Miami Dolphins. Under, what's your thoughts, man, on the Miami Dolphins? This was one of the teams that was like on a lot of people's boards last Madden cycle. And you know, with this young group of guys, do you feel like there's still this team that someone can whip up in a season or two and have them competing?
Oh yeah, I mean, this is one of those things that they don't start off as good as what a team will, owner would want them to be, but you can make something out of this team. You got the young quarterback.
Yeah.
You got Waddle, wide receiver.
Pew.
You know, exactly. You also got Fuller, Will Fuller, and then the O line. I mean, the O line can use some work, but it ain't bad. It ain't too bad. Then you got to do some work on the corners, because the corners are definitely aging. Then you got Malik Hooker at free safety, and you got the young Brandon Jones back there also to work with. So yeah, you can work with this team. I mean, it's not a bad team.
All right,
in that division, they'll compete.
Now make sure this, because EA drops their ratings, you know, whatever. Okay, that's good, but I want to hear from the host on the show. Do you guys feel like, okay, Xavier Howard is the best CB in the game? I just want honest opinion. Do y'all feel like this guy is the best cornerback in the game?
I mean, yeah, you go ahead, man. You a Dolphins fan. Take the homerism out of it, but go ahead.
You can't be mad at. I mean, I'll say this. Yes. Why? Because when he plays, the motherfucker is locked down. It ain't really much you getting past him. I think outside of him being in Miami, if he was anywhere else, he would get that recognition. But yeah, he's a dog, man. That motherfucker, hands down, will take your best receiver, follow him around the whole game, and he might get one catch off if he's lucky. But X gonna take the ball away for sure, man. That's a DB that had 10 takeaways picked last year. That's a lot of fucking interceptions, man. Especially when you're going against the likes of Julio's and Stephon Diggs and receivers like that, man. That's some work. So I think he's the best. I'm also a Dolphins fan, so that bias in there too. But yeah, I think that motherfucker is the top dog, especially after the COVID season last year.
I mean, let's just be real, man. I mean, having 10 interceptions, man. And once again, me and Gab talked about this again. Who's to say that Xavier won't be part of the 99 club? Can he be part of the 99 club? We'll find out tomorrow. I think he should. I mean, dude has proved he's probably the best cornerback. So that's just me.
And I gotta agree with y'all, man. See, what I look at is a dude being consistent. Okay.
Yeah.
And this guy, listen, like this dude, season after season, has been consistent. The words though, consistent enough. And let's look at it this way too. The defense of players that he have been around haven't been by far some of the guys that Jalen Ramsey has been paired with. You know, who they consider a top 3 QB in the NFL. Stephon Gilmore. So for this guy to come out and have to literally week after week lock in on and take that number one threat, listen, not slowing them down, take them completely out the game. Come on, EA, y'all got it. Y'all gotta get this man has earned his bones, man. Y'all gotta give it to him. And I feel like me personally, stat wise and season after season of seeing this man come out and ball, he definitely should be the number 1 rated cornerback on the game. But once again, that's what the EA get paid the big bucks for. But moving on, man, to the number 21 pick, we got 5-wide shotgun, and the chart decided to give him the Minnesota Vikings. Now, the Vikings is the team I feel like they're aging a little bit, but I still feel like they still have enough left in the tank to at least, depending on the user, keep them competitive for at least 3 seasons. 3 seasons until they have to go into rebuild mode. But 5-wide shotgun, what's your guys' thoughts on him getting the Minnesota Vikings with pick 21?
Sleeper team, I'll tell you that. They got Mike Pierce at the D2. I think it's one of the best DTs in the game. You got Dalvin, who's a beast at running back. You got Irv Smith, slept on tight end. Offense is set, man. You got Thielen outside. You got Jefferson. You don't have to deal with Kirk Cousins. But he's doable. I've seen people win Super Bowls with less. So offensive wise, you set, man. Defensive wise, you got a great defense, man. That D line is stacked. Back there, you got what's my boys? Is it Smith back there roaming around knocking people's heads off? I mean,
Harrison Smith.
You got some nice pieces on that team, man. It's not the sexy pick eye candy team, I think, but I think they got enough solid pieces in the positions to make some good runs if you good enough.
All right, man. Moving on to the pick 22, we got Expert, and the chart decided to give him the San Francisco 49ers. Now, this right here could be interesting. This could be interesting right here. This could be real interesting. And the reason why I'm saying this, guys, is because when y'all hear this next pick, I'm excited. All right, man. What's y'all thoughts on Expert coming in with the San Francisco 49ers? What's your thoughts, man?
Good team. I mean, we all know X can ball. I think he's going to have an easy decision at quarterback. Straight out the gate, just go with Trey Lance. Probably trade Garoppolo. You got a nice little running back there. You got some wide receivers, and the defense is solid as well. So I think it'll be a team that he can excel with.
Okay. Yeah, Mr. Thompson himself. What's your thoughts, man?
Does anybody give Expert a run in the NFC if he has San Fran?
That's I believe that. I believe it, but once again, it's all about the mentality of the user, man. Because some guys, man, they come out there and just get punched a couple times, but like, you know what, man, fuck it, it is what it is. But this cycle, I'm telling y'all right now,
we don't even know, bro.
Right? Yeah, some of the users we don't know, but some of these guys that's on this list, man, just come out and get punched on a couple times to take it. But I'm just letting everybody know right now, that shit will not fly this cycle. We on your ass. Alright, we on your ass. We setting fire underneath your ass. It ain't gonna be none of that pause. Bend over and take
pause.
Shit. Alright. But I feel like with the Niners, does this put Expert heavily favored down coming out of the NFC? Or like Gas said, does anybody rise up? I feel like, it's gonna be interesting, man. It's gonna be interesting. But moving on to the number 23 pick, we have FH1S, as he call himself, man, and he has the Arizona Cardinals. So with that being said, he joins the same division as Expert. Now this by far out the gate. And I know
Hold up, who got the Cardinals?
FH1S. Y'all know my something else.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Okay, I feel like out the gate, this is what I'm labeling as one of my top rivalries throughout Madden 22. Do y'all guys agree or disagree with this one?
I agree.
Okay.
I agree. I met this guy off of Twitter.
Okay.
And I can't remember exactly what he used to do, but he's like really into he's a huge Bills fan.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say he used to play like soccer or used to kick for the Bills or something he was telling me. But he seems to be really into Madden, knows football. knows the in and outs of Madden. So I think it's gonna be a pretty good, back and forth between X and this guy and the other division mates.
Okay, so we got.
Hey, don't on them, man. That team's dirty.
Yeah.
We got 9 seasons. How many do Expert get, and how many do the other guy get?
I can't answer that.
Expert get
You said he get none?
4.
Oh,
Get
4?
four.
Okay. All right.
4?
all right.
4 out of,
4?
out of
Okay.
18? Jesus Christ.
FOE?
Okay.
FOE.
Oh, God dang.
Okay. All right.
On a Super Bowl been to consecutively.
Okay.
Damn.
All right.
Sorry, Randy. The answer to that was 5.
My fault.
All right.
Mhm.
All right. Okay. All right. So we got the rivalry. Like, this is the first rivalry that I'm going to be watching and glued to every time they play. But moving in with the number 24 pick, we got Doc, and the chart decided to give him the Los Angeles Chargers. Now I never seen him play man before. What's your thoughts on Doc getting the LA Chargers, man? At pick 24.
Yeah, Doc as well. Me and him, we all play him in Alpha. I think Doc will win
Mhm.
the FC West.
Oh,
He's
shit.
definitely gonna beat the brakes in on White. He gonna beat Bino probably.
Bring it. Listen,
Yeah,
man,
he gonna beat the brakes off of White.
Mr. Nino Brown himself is telling you, man, only thing LA gonna be good for, man, is taking a couple shipments. That's it. Because y'all ain't winning nothing. You understand? Man, we setting the fire, man.
Oh, I forgot you got the Chiefs.
Only thing that LA Chargers is gonna be remembered for is this cycle, just taking a couple shipments. That's it. Outside of that, man, y'all gonna be the pretty nice city to slide to get you trying to get a tan or something. But no, man, the Chiefs is gonna we gonna see, man. Like I said, I never seen a Doc play, man, but hopefully it's gonna be an interesting competitive cycle, man. But like I said, shipments is the only thing that's coming out of that LA, man.
I hope you listening,
Hold on.
Doc.
Hold on now. So we got. Is that the first field of division? We got
Yup.
OG, White, Dino, and Doc.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay.
That's a pretty good division right there.
So I'm telling everybody in the division, this ain't gonna be no cupcake division, man. Where we patting each other on the back. We coming out for blood every week. So make sure y'all bring it, man. Make sure y'all bring it. Coming in with pick 25, we got Chef Scooper, and he got the Detroit Lions, man. But the crazy part about this Detroit team is a lot of guys had the Lions on their list, and I'm talking about high up on their list. I was kind of confused because I thought that by far the Lions was at least in that bottom 5 pack of teams not to play with a man. But however, a lot of guys talk that shit, but when they send they listen, they definitely had the Lions on it. But what's your thoughts with the Lions coming in at pick 25? You feel like the chart got this one right with them being drafted so low?
Oh.
Damn, everybody responds the same.
It's a pretty. I mean,
Are the Lions that bad? Nobody want to talk
it really
about them?
depends on what. Okay, this is what it is. Let's just keep it a buck. We play a long time, so those picks that the Lions got, they're gonna be pretty valuable. And if y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, don't they have 2 firsts and 2 seconds?
I believe they do.
They got the most draft capital.
So you got draft capital. So you just got to build your team.
Mhm.
You got to build your team. With
You
2
got
firsts,
that draft
2 seconds,
capital.
bro. Like you do a lot with that, man.
Yeah, you got to use them all though. You got
Yeah.
the draft capital, but you got to use them all.
You got to use them
build
all.
your toes in. Yeah.
Don't.
They got Penny Sewell. They got golf. They got golf, right?
Mm-hmm.
They got Penny Sewell, Golf. Got Swift
Sewell.
at running back. Got Okuda at corner.
Yeah.
You got a couple pieces, but they might be one of the worst teams to come in with. They ain't gonna cap you.
But if you're a baller, you can make it work.
I feel like, man, listen, I'm telling you right now, man, y'all dudes, y'all don't get out there trading away all your damn your valuable assets, man. 'Cause dudes get in the DM, man, and start getting fucking Bill Cosby, all kinds of shit, man. Just stick. It's a process.
Just say no. That's all you gotta do.
That's
Just
it,
say
man.
no.
And call a hotline, man, if you feel threatened. It's alright. It's alright.
Call a
But
hotline, boy.
move on to pick 26. We got Vontae came in and he got his listen super fast. He wasn't playing no games, man, and I appreciate that. But he actually got one of the teams that was high up on his list. I believe he had the Saints at pick 2, and the chart feel like they should have rewarded him with the Saints, and that's the team that he got. Okay, no Drew Brees.
Nope.
Father Time. Well, we can't even call him Father Time because that old other motherfucker's still playing. But no Drew Brees. They still got that man Alvin Kamara. They still got Mr. Goddamn glue hands himself, Thomas. They still got a solid Jordan, I believe was in the top 10 as far as edge rushers. Still got Lattimore. Yeah. They still got some solid pieces to keep them competitive. Do you feel like they have enough though, Bus, with being able to contend with the highly favored Tampa Bay Buccaneers?
Yeah, I mean, once again, it's going to depend on the user and what type of player he is, how you can build a team. But I mean, you got pieces in place that can carry you over until either you can trade with something or get a good player in the draft. Like Jameis Winston is not a bad quarterback. I mean, he just eating W's with his hands. That's all. But I mean, I can't knock him for that. Everybody want to eat a W once in a while. But you got Taysom Hill, who's a little gadget quarterback. Mm-hmm. So I wouldn't expect him to just go with Taysom Hill. Me personally, I'm going with Winston, and I'm getting the ball to Mike Thomas and all those other guys on the field, man. I'm handing it off to Kamara. Let them work. The defense will hold you up. But then also, we're talking about the NFC South. You know what I'm saying? And the guys in that division. So you should compete.
You gotta compete, baby. You gotta compete. Coming in with the 27th pick, we had Chaz. He got the Houston Texans. Ain't really nothing else. Well, my fault. Let me rewind back. Mr. Toxin himself, what you got to say about the Houston Texans?
Hey, man, all I know is, bruh, it's going to be a lot of massage parloring in that damn training facility. You know what I'm saying? A lot of disclosure agreements. Can't say nothing once you leave this bit. You know what I'm saying? Because you touch everything. You feel me? If you stand up, what Cardi say? If it's up, then it's stuck. Hey, get the touch a bit. You feel me? It's going to be a whole bunch of that going on in Houston. But to be honest, though, man, aside from that, if Deshaun's there, you got Deshaun. If he's not there, you're fucked. You got Lindsey, and I honestly don't know what else they got. You ain't got no motherfucking draft picks. Well, you do got draft picks, but you didn't have any draft picks. I don't know, man. That team sucks.
All they gotta do is
that's gonna be a rough time building that team. Yeah, it's gonna be a rebuild.
I mean, if they throw in free massages, I believe that probably could attract a couple people over there, man. Throwing some free, sweet full body massage.
If we play the Texans, we are forfeiting those games, unless they come to us. Now if they come to us, we playing. But if we got to go to Houston, we forfeiting. Cause we don't want no part of no massages or nothing, bro.
Away teams get them too, bro. What you mean? Come on.
You don't get them over here.
Coming in with the last pick of the Mad 22 Blueprint Draft, we got the Bus coming in, man, and the chart decided to give him the Indianapolis Colts. So, my thoughts. The Colts, I feel like, is one of the most, I'm not going to say entertaining teams to play with this cycle because it just depends on what floats your boat. I feel like O-line plays a major part, and Madden and EA have shown that cycle after cycle. So, I feel like the way that this O-line is built, okay, with that fast-ass running back, I believe, is Nyheim Hines back there. And you got Carson.
Hines, you got Jonathan Taylor.
So, I feel like this squad can be dangerous out the gates just off of the structure of how that O-line is built, man. They got, I believe, 3 solid studs already. They got Mr. Cinderblock himself, Nelson, who could fucking block a goddamn... with a fucking bridge truck, 18, whatever. He could block anything. The motherfucker don't move. So I feel like this O-line could put this team in a great position to compete, especially with an owner like the Bus taking them. So if y'all don't know, man, I'm telling y'all, go to that dude Twitch, man, and just watch what he do. So if Madden he gives you the option of covering that fucking ball up and putting it on, what's that shit, conservative, you better do it. Don't put that shit on aggressive, because if your ass put it on aggressive, you gonna understand, man, why we call this motherfucker the Hit Stick King. But the Bus, what's going on, man? Talk to me about the Colts, man. What's your thoughts on you taking over this organization, man, and hopefully getting them to the promised land?
Man, I like the Colts. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you one reason why I like them, and it's their jerseys are plain, but man, they plain and clean. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna be looking pretty out there. They got some new jerseys coming in. Hopefully the game will actually have those jerseys. But when you're looking at personnel wise, as you mentioned earlier, I love the O line. I'm a type of guy I like to run the ball. You got JT back there. You got Hines. Randy, what's the other running back they got back there? Kind of like a bruiser.
Mac.
Mac. You got Mac. Receivers, man. You got T.Y. out there. I think
Campbell.
What's the big guy? Randy. I think it's from Pittman. You got Pittman out there. Defensively, you got Leonard. I think it's Buckner. You got the Richard. Who is it?
Easton.
Yeah. You got Kouidi.
Second year now, yeah.
Kouidi Pay. So, I mean, I don't really know too much about the secondary, but, I mean, it's a team that I can work with, you know. And it's going to be fun playing in the AFC. For some reason, man, I've always been playing in the NFC, like, no matter where I'm at. But, yeah, it's going to be cool.
All right, man. Y'all just got every single pick from the Madden 22 Blueprint Draft, man. It was a love doing it. I appreciate you guys jumping in the building, man. Once again, those picks 1 through 28, we got 4 slots left. So if you guys know someone that's looking to inquire for a very entertaining, fun league, you know, make sure that they hit us up on Twitter at the Blueprint1. You know, and we could definitely get you guys in here, man. But I'm your host, OG Chris Murray, man. Y'all got any advice for any of these new users that's coming in, man?
Follow the rules, man. Stay the course.
Yeah. But like Randy said, follow the rules, man. And if you got any questions, bro, just ask, man. Like, it's best to ask first than to assume. We don't have no problem answering any of y'all questions, man. So just stay here for the ride, man. Follow the process. I'm telling you, bro, you're gonna enjoy it.
All right, man. I'm your host, OG Chris Murray, man. We out.